Welcome, my friends, to one of my strawberry patches. So strawberries right now are in an exciting growth phase. They're all excited. They're growing, growing, and growing. And even though it's fall, they don't understand sometimes, and we do get some red berries. So you might actually see some red berries, but we don't pick them. We pick them to get them off the plant because we want all that energy to go back into the plant. So when it comes May and June, we have delicious berries here in Pennsylvania. If you live south of us, you're going to get berries ahead of that. If you live north of us, you'll get berries after us. But the reason I'm in the strawberry farm today, or the strawberry patch I should say, with a chair, is I want to share with you my favorite farm story of all times. It's called Clack Moo, Cows That Type, and it's by Doreen Cronin, and the pictures, the illustrator, is by Betsy Lewin. And this is actually a Caldecott Honors book because so many children have loved it and enjoyed it for so long. So let's dig in and Clack Moo, Cows That Type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible! Click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then, he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Have you ever heard of cows that type? I've never heard of cows that type. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Can you say it too? Click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are too cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed, no milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows the type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. I like this picture. You can see Farmer Brown. He's furious with his hands up in the air. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. What do you think's gonna happen? Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. This is my favorite picture. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look at them all nice and warm. They've got the electric blankets. Oh my goodness. So do you think Farmer Brown's gonna have milk and eggs now? Let's see what happens. Oh no. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack, quack, clickety, clack, quack. That duck stole the typewriter. Do you think they got their diving board? Oh, look at that. They got their diving board. So my friends, it is so much fun to see fun books like this. Maybe you have this at home or in the library. Maybe you can look this up on YouTube to see it in different ways. But yes, Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. I would love for you to find this book and read it again. Or This is great. You can push play and watch me again next time. Have a beautiful day, my friends.